Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm about to say something shocking to you right now. So take a deep breath and prepare yourself. I'm about to reveal my lazy person secret that will literally force the universe to give you everything you've ever wished for. A secret that will draw money, happiness, and success to you automatically, without hard work, without long, drawn-out visualization sessions, and honestly, without even trying very hard at all. Why? Because this one simple secret is the missing ingredient to the law of attraction. It is the secret behind the secret. It is the reason why the law of attraction hasn't worked for you yet. It's something I call destiny tuning, and using it virtually guarantees success, while not using it actually guarantees failure. And I'm going to show you the amazing proof of why it works so well in just a second. Because until you have this secret and use it in your life, the law of attraction will never, ever work for you. Yet once you do have this secret and start using it, you can finally leave the effort, anxiety, and hard work behind. And finally, start living the life you were meant to live, the life you were destined for. Because this secret seals the deal without effort or anxiety and replaces struggle and hard work with fast, tangible results. So let me ask you, how would you like to quit your day job forever while still making more money in a week than you used to make in a month? How would you like to be able to walk into any house you want and buy it outright, knowing the cash is right there in your bank account? How would you like to walk into any car dealership, pick the car you want, and drive it off the lot with the ownership papers in your pocket? The secret you're about to discover here today is what's going to allow you to finally get the life you really want, the life you were destined to live, to literally force the universe to give you your dreams, no matter where you're coming from, and no matter what your starting point is right now. And even though it might sound crazy right now, I insist this secret technique will work for you, just like it already has for me and countless thousands of others. Not through hope or luck, but through a powerful, proven scientific formula, the missing ingredient to the law of attraction, the secret behind the secret, the universal success formula of abundance. First, you need to understand something absolutely vital. If you haven't yet had things go the way you want in your life, or if there are parts of your life that just aren't working out for the way you need them to, it's not your fault. And you are not alone. The truth is, you've had your life's natural, incredible abundance stolen from you by false gurus who never told you about the one vital ingredient you need to know to make the law of attraction work for you. Yet it's not really their fault either, because nobody else even knows about this secret technique yet. Yet when I stumbled upon this secret technique, things turned around for me so fast that I knew I had discovered something truly amazing. The one thing I needed to connect all the dots. The answer I'd been searching for that would finally allow me to replace struggle and hard work with fast, real-life results, and finally just manifest the way I'd always believed I could. I want to make it clear that this secret is not a trick. It's not a game. It's not wishful thinking. It is the insider secret to making things tick, the missing ingredient to the science of abundance. And when you use this powerful, simple scientific secret in your life, you'll be able to literally force the universe to give you whatever you want. Free yourself from the rat race treadmill. Tap into the emotional abundance and financial freedom you've been longing for all along. And finally, build the life you want and live it on your own terms. Because as I mentioned before, this isn't guesswork. It is the science of success. And I want to give you that scientific secret for yourself right now, so you can take it for yourself and start using it to get the incredible results I did. First though, there are a few things you need to know about who I am, and exactly why this secret works so darn well for anyone who uses it. It's very personal, yet it's the only way I can share the truth about this incredible secret with you. So let me get started. I wasn't always a transformational speaker, coach, and an expert on energy flow. In fact, just a few years ago, I was living a double life. Picture a woman who outwardly seems to have it all together. A great job, earning more than most of her friends, a happy relationship with a successful, good-looking young entrepreneur, a new house in a great area of town, good friends, a good social life, good health, the works. You'd think that woman must be pretty happy, right? Now, take that woman and put her on medication for anxiety and depression. Make her work 60 hours a week. Give her a few wrinkles and lines between her eyes from scowling all the time. Make her wake up every morning with a bone-deep sense of anxiety and sore jaw muscles from grinding her teeth all night. Make her worry about her weight. and spend each weekend feeling tired, burned out, and frazzled. Give her about $18,000 worth of personal debt and a relationship that seems happy, yet is fraying around the edges from too much stress and not enough fun. And that woman was me, just 12 months ago. See, I had a decent job, and I worked hard. I was raised to believe that good things come to those who work their asses off, and that opportunity looks a lot like hard work. So that's what I did. I worked. I struggled. But on the inside, I still felt like something was missing. Something vitally important that I couldn't quite put my finger on, because no matter how hard I worked, I just couldn't get ahead. I didn't want to be Donald Trump, but I was tired of slaving for every last dime. I was tired of giving 1,000% at work every day. And it bothered me deeply the way I just couldn't turn off the work stress and money worries racing through my head at night. And what really drove me crazy was when I looked around and saw other people basically sitting on their butts, working much less than I was, yet still having more than me. Take my boss at the time, Megan, as an example. She owned 3 companies and had her fingers in at least 4 other pies. By rights, she should have been working 80-hour weeks and slaving her butt off. Yet while I was working weekends, late nights, and worrying myself sick, she barely seemed to work at all. In fact, she actually seemed to enjoy life. Money and support just seemed to flow to her, and she always seemed to have more than enough. It just felt so unfair. I tried not to be bitter, but I couldn't help wondering, how come other people are living lives of abundance while I'm slaving away for tiny little rewards? I didn't want to be a millionaire or live like some crazy heiress, but it just didn't seem right. So one day, I cornered my boss after work and begged her to tell me her secret. She laughed and said, "Heather, you wouldn't believe me if I told you." But I wouldn't let it go. I had to know what her secret was, so I could use it in my life the way she used it in hers. So finally, with a slight smile, she said, "Wait there." She went into her office, rummaged around in a drawer, and came back holding a book. It's pretty famous. You might have heard of it. It was all about the law of attraction and how to use manifestation to get the life you want. Then she told me, "Heather, all you have to do is read this book cover to cover and do exactly what it says." Now, I am by nature a pretty skeptical person, and I definitely don't have much time for hocus pocus and wishful thinking, but I figured, what if I got to lose? So I read the book. And then I followed the instructions step by step. 3 months went by, then 6 months. I was following all the instructions right down to the letter, yet nothing was happening. And every day I was scraping by on the skin of my teeth, while all around me, others were getting rich while doing less work than I was. I went to my boss and said, "Megan, I did what you said, and it's not working. What am I doing wrong?" She asked me a bunch of questions to make sure I was doing it right. And when we were done, she was baffled. "I don't know why it's not working," she said. "I'm sorry, Heather, I just don't know. Maybe you just need to try harder." I felt like my head was going to explode from frustration because I was following the instructions perfectly, yet it still wasn't working for me. And in my heart of hearts, I knew I was close. I knew manifesting could work if only I could do it right. But for some reason, I just couldn't connect the dots and make it work for me. So I asked other people I knew who were fans of this book. There were plenty of them. I think it was featured on Oprah's book club or something. And I was shocked to discover that many of them felt the same way I did. They too had believed in the law of attraction. They too had done everything they could to make it work for them. They too had spent hours of their lives struggling to manifest, visualizing and meditating and working for success. They truly believed in the power of the universe to change their lives for the better. Yet nothing had changed for them either. And just like me, they were left feeling foolish, disappointed, gypped, and honestly a little bitter. With a sinking heart, I felt I'd reached a dead end. So with despair, I redoubled my efforts to hard work, save hard, and just make ends meet. Deep down, I sensed this wasn't the way to really get ahead and get the life I truly wanted, yet I didn't know what else to do. Truly, I had reached the end of my rope with this law of attraction stuff. I'd done everything those damn gurus said, and I had nothing to show for it. Yet deep down, I guess I was still secretly hoping for a miracle, and this stalemate went on for months. Then, one Wednesday night in October, everything changed. I was sipping coffee in a quiet cafe with my close friend Luke, a professional energy coach and life consultant. I sought Luke out because of his unusual perspective when it came to situations like this. He had an almost eerie ability to sense the true source of a client's pain and suffering, and an uncanny knack for seeing the missing piece in his clients' lives. Oftentimes, it wasn't what they thought it would be. And I liked the way he helped people connect the dots without making them do anything embarrassing or weird. "Luke," I said, "I'm so tired of the struggle. I'm working so hard, and yet I still almost have nothing. I've totally given up on the law of attraction stuff. It just is not working for me. But I don't know what else to do to change my life. What am I doing wrong? Heather, he said, you had the wrong idea right from the start. The law of attraction is real. You're right about that, but there's something vitally important that you're not doing. You've always believed that the harder you work, the greater the reward. You struggle and save away for tiny little rewards. You think the law of attraction is about effort and trying hard enough. It's not just you. I've seen the same with countless of my clients. Yet look around you. The people who work the hardest often end up with the least. And the ones who can manifest just do, like magic. He took a swig of his beer and looked me right in the eye. The truth is, you've been struggling your whole life. You work so hard, and look where it's gotten you. You work more and have less than most people who do less than you. Yet the truth is, most of those experts who succeed with the law of attraction are just naturals. They just do it without even realizing they are. But people like you and me, we're different. We need the magic ingredient that the naturals don't even realize they have. If you really believe that, then why didn't you tell me sooner? I said angrily. I've been slaving my guts out here. I've been killing myself struggling to make this stupid law of attraction stuff work for me. So if you know something I don't know, why the hell didn't you tell me about it sooner? I was actually pretty angry. Why was he holding out on me like this? But then he reached over, grabbed my hand, and squeezed it gently. If I told you before, you wouldn't have understood. You had to try it your way first and really prove that struggling and stressing and working for what you want gets you nowhere. But if I tell you now, you'll actually listen. Now you're ready to do what works because you've tried everything else. So if you can promise me you're ready to let go of all the stuff you thought you knew about what it really takes to manifest properly, and if you're really ready to start getting what you truly want, then here's what you need to do. Then he took about 10 minutes and explained everything to me. Honestly, I felt like I was talking to a mind reader. What he was saying was so simple, yet I instinctively sensed it could work. And for the first time in my life, I started to see what I'd been doing wrong and how this abundant stuff really could work for me. Luke zeroed in on exactly what I'd been doing wrong with the law of attraction. He explained why I tried what I tried. He explained why advice from experts almost never works for everyday people like you and me. He explained what I'd been missing, why I'd been missing it, and most importantly, he told me the one thing I needed to do to make everything start working for me the way I wanted and needed it to. It was just one tiny secret, a simple psychological technique that anyone can use, yet one that was powerful and far-reaching enough to change everything for me. And with a surge of excitement, I knew he was right, that this was the missing ingredient I'd been searching for, the magic key that would give me almost superpowers to get what I wanted. The one thing I'd been searching for all along, the missing ingredient to the law of attraction, the true secret behind the secret. It all boiled down to a simple psychological technique that few, if any, knew about. And as he talked, I instinctively knew this technique would work in any situation. With a shock, I realized the answer had been staring me in the face all along, and it's something I now call destiny tuning. Destiny tuning is the missing ingredient to the law of attraction. It is the biggest, most vital key to making manifestation work for you. It is the one thing you need that nobody else has ever told you about until now. And it's a simple psychological technique that does all the work for you because it's driven by the one simple law that affects everything in life. And when you know how to get the power of this law on your side, you can build your own life, live it on your terms, find your opportunities, and get empowered, all without hard work. In fact, using this one technique virtually guarantees success, while not using it practically guarantees failure, no matter what else you're doing right now or how hard you try. It is exactly why the law of attraction had never worked for me before, because this one simple, incredible technique is the only way to connect with the greatest source of power and abundance in the universe, and put that power to work for you. Hearing about this incredible technique from Luke was honestly the best thing that could have happened to me. Because straight away, I knew exactly what I had to do. Instinctively, I just got it. And with a rush of energy and excitement, suddenly, I couldn't wait to put my newfound knowledge into action. Straight away, I took the secret and started using it in my life. And I was shocked at how quickly things started happening. First, I started using it on the little stuff. Then I started using it on the big stuff. And I couldn't believe how fast everything started turning around for me. I began to experience success like never before. Instinctively, situations that had always seemed tricky to me just fell into place. The solutions, people, support, and money I needed just started turning up in my life, almost like getting checks in the mail. This secret worked every time, almost without fail. And with every new opportunity and good decision that came my way, my power to manifest what I wanted kept getting stronger and stronger.